First alert forecast.
Well, I'm titling the weekend forecast into early next week as going backwards a little bit. So earlier this week, it was looking like an area of high pressure, a ridge would build and keep us kind of sunny and dry into the weekend and next week. However, there's a pesky weather system called a cutoff low. It actually gets cut off from the jet stream, which is the main driver of weather, and it ends up kind of sinking southward and then just spinning its wheels because it's not along the jet stream and therefore it can't really move very quickly. So that is basically all to say that we're going to be expecting this little system to detach from the jet stream and keep things a little more active around here into the weekend and early next week. Those are never really fun to talk about. Now, what hasn't changed, we're still expecting eventually a drying and clearing trend, particularly mid to late week next week. It's just going to take a few more days than expected. Main impacts here would be a cloudier, wetter, and potentially cooler weather pattern as well. Here's what I mean, looking at the jet stream. So this is, again, the main driver of weather. The jet stream is actually not all that active, but sometimes you get these areas of low pressure that just kind of sink and detach and therefore just kind of spin and move, and there's nothing pushing them out of the way. So this is what we call an omega block. It's kind of shaped like the Greek letter omega, and you can see that area of high pressure keeping things pretty dry across the country's midsection. On either side are these areas of low pressure. We're on that kind of right side of this high pressure system, meaning that the area of low pressure is still going to probably take 2 or 3 days over the weekend into early next week to finally move out to the east when this area of high pressure can set up shop. I know it's a bit of a messy weather pattern, particularly this time of year. You always kind of want to find yourself in the middle of this pattern, not on the east or on the west, but alas, that's our luck this time around. So satellite and radar does show an area of low pressure that's going to be swinging eastward here in the short term. That's going to advance a cold front, bring in a few scattered showers, remaining showers here this evening that will be embedded with a little bit of thunder. You might hear a few claps of thunder, have some downpours, followed by a few more sun breaks. A familiar pattern this time of year. We are not expecting, however, any severe weather through the night. Here we are at about 8 p.m. Again, a few more isolated showers and rumbles of thunder. This should wrap up essentially an hour or two after sunset. And then we're looking at a pretty dry morning Friday into the afternoon. Should see partly to mostly sunny skies before clouds build in again Friday night. This is where that area of low pressure comes into play. So, as I mentioned, it's just going to kind of spin its wheels. Here's what we mean. Some showers will continue to stream north and eastward throughout the afternoon on Saturday, lifting north and east. So from Defiance County all the way through Allen County into Wabash, Huntington counties, some showers north and west are going to be just far enough removed from that area of low pressure to likely just see a few scattered showers throughout the day on Saturday. But most areas north and west of Fort Wayne should be pretty dry. It's Sunday that area of low pressure finally starts to move a little farther north, bringing some more showers across the area that could be moderate to heavy at times. So Sunday looks kind of soggy. Saturday, a little more in the way of scattered shower activity, especially south and east of Fort Wayne. And look at those temperatures too. Thanks to that rain and area of low pressure close by, it's going to be cooler on Sunday. 55, low 60s, mostly cloudy skies, some showers likely, but exiting too on Monday. Mid 60s on Tuesday. We should make it to right around 70 degrees by the middle of next week.
All right, well, we've got something going. You know, yeah. It's a good spring forecast.
Well, you know, the National Weather Service did mention that if it wasn't for this area of low pressure bringing some rain over the weekend, we could have some drought concerns because we just haven't had a lot of rain lately. So it's a bit of a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's give and take.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.